It is 10-2, man. 10-2. Now, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Welcome to another car vlog. I'm headed to my destination. I wanted to talk more about this record. I know I had said before, what do you guys think the record is going to be? I know it's still it's still premature to talk about it because there's still a lot going on. They still have to name a defensive coordinator, but I'm not worried about the defensive coordinator because I know whoever the defensive coordinator is going to be more than qualified. And they probably already know who the defensive coordinator is, but they just haven't named him yet. So that I'm not worried about. And I'm sure some of the players are almost sure who's going to be the defensive coordinator. They probably have that insider, so they probably know. But as far as I was looking at the record again, I was like, they could easily go 10-2. They could easily, with a little bit of effort and some stellar play, they can go undefeated with some stellar play. But to be practical, this is the second season. Now, when you're talking about the third season, right? I'm expecting a whole lot of stuff the third or fourth season, but for season 2, I'm thinking 10-2. I'm thinking they're gonna lose to Utah, but they could surprise me and beat Utah. They can. So I really don't know. Like, I go back and forth with it. Some people say 8 games. 8 games is pretty good too. That's not a playoff team. You're not gonna make that 12 team playoffs, but you could certainly say that was a successful season compared to last year. That's actually 4 more games, than last year. And but if I'm a betting man, I would say 10 games, and they will have a opportunity, I think, with 10 games to win the Big-12. It'll be competitive, though. There's a couple teams in the Big-12 that will be battling for that number 1 spot and battling, if we play for the Big-12 championship, that's going to be a very difficult game to win. But it's a winnable game, despite who it could be, But just looking at that Utah game, that's going to be, I think that's going to be a game where if they win that game, they can go undefeated. As long as we don't have any situations like that Stanford game last year. That Stanford game, man, I'll never forget that. But the key players to this undefeated season is the obvious. Travis Hunter, he got to stay healthy. Shiloh got to stay healthy. Shador has to be protected. He got to stay healthy. The running game has to get off to a great start. They got to establish that running game, which I think they will, because the offensive line is more than capable. So there you have it. They got all the pieces to the puzzle that they were missing last year. So we gained more this year than we had last year, and we started out really great. We should have won the Stanford game. We should have been more than the record. Let me just say this. A lot of those games, they were really close, and they didn't have the pieces that they had this year. And that's why I'm thinking it looks like more like a 10-2 record, just looking at it right now. But they definitely have patched up the pieces that they needed in this foundation. The foundation was laid. And shout out to Xavier Weaver. He was featured a little bit in the the Reach the People media video. He said he was dropping Darius' phone off. So Xavier is still in town. He's probably getting ready for Pro Day. Probably it's a good thing that he did stay in Boulder. He's working out for that Pro Day. So I wish him the best. I think out of all the players, I think he'll be the one to get drafted. But we're going to see. Because he had a really good year as far as receiving yards and, total offense. So look for him to possibly get drafted. And I say he's the only one, but I could be surprised. But it's just hard, man. The NFL is just, there's so many players out there competing for a small amount of positions in the NFL, you know. So there's other options other than the NFL, but that's the ultimate goal with these players be talking about, you know, the NFL. You know, you got different leagues out there. You got Canada you can go play in, but I know people, the ultimate goal is NFL. So, but yeah, man, it's definitely, I'm enjoying this all season already. The workouts look really lit. And some players, like I said, a player to watch out for is Rock. It's going to be hard to keep him off that field. I know one article had him number 2 on the depth chart. And they had Zelinkus number 2 on the depth chart as well, as far as that center position. That's really good for him, you know, to stick around and learn from, you know, the more experienced talent that they have there. They can only benefit him. But as far as Tyler Brown is concerned, a.k.a. Rock, I think he's going to see that field, man. He's like the strongest on the team. How can you have the strongest on the team sitting the bench, man? I don't see that. I don't see that being possible. But as long as he have a good training camp and grind, he's going to see that field, man. He's definitely going to see a lot of playing time. We need him out there. We could have used him last year, but that's neither here nor there now. It's, you know, it is what it is now. We didn't have him last year, but definitely can use him this year. Definitely. And it's a plus to have him out there with his experience and things like that. But definitely got the experience on the team. Jordan Seaton, look for him to have a good freshman campaign, a true freshman campaign. He's going to start. They're going to throw him out there and see what he can do. But I think he's going to be successful. He's a hard worker, you know, so look for him. Look for Shiloh to be Shiloh. I don't expect him to lead the team in tackles this year if everything go well. But one thing I like about Shiloh is he's in the right place at the right time, you know. But really, what it's all going to come down to is protecting the quarterback. Make sure he doesn't get sacked that much. That's it. And if that holds up, they're going to have a really good season. If they start having problems again protecting them, then things are going to go haywire. Okay, so it's just all about protecting number 2 at this point. You don't want him to take a beating like he did last year. And because this thing can fall apart really quickly if they don't protect number 2. But I am expecting them to do a better job in protecting number 2. You have some players that came in on that offensive line that don't give up that many sacks. So, yeah, and I don't think Seaton is going to give up that many sacks that we had that problem at left tackle last year. So, yeah, man, I think it's just going to be up this year, man. I think last year was just growing pains, you know, like paying your dues, I guess. I don't know. Paying your dues, but yeah, Coach Prime talked about expectations, man. He's like, oh, what are we going to do, man? Like, what's going to happen? So, what's going to happen? What we going to do? Yeah, I'm expecting 10-2 season, man. I really am. If they go undefeated, they ain't nothing but a plus. Because they go undefeated, man, they're in the playoffs. And that is going to be, imagine if they get in the playoffs, how up it's going to be. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit if they go undefeated. It really is. The media is going to be all over them. And new stars are going to be born. But you got to protect too, man. So it's a lot of pressure this season, man. The pressure is on. There's a lot riding on this season. A lot of people want to be one and done. The only way you're going to be one and done is unless y'all win and dominate. Well, there's some people can have a great individual performance throughout the year. They could be one and done despite the record, but you have a nice undefeated season, man, things are, then the spotlight is on everybody, the good spotlight. So, but yeah, man, I am hopeful for a nice, good season. No injuries. And please, guys, no injuries in training camp. Come on, man. I just hope these trainers, man, because, you know, everybody got pressure on them. I just don't want these trainers to overwork them. You know what I mean? And now you're going to risk injury, you know. So hopefully they have a nice balance. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the pressure is on. You know, I could tell, man, the pressure is on. And really, they putting the pressure on themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they have high expectations for this year. And they got a coach that talking about he want to win now. So, yeah, the pressure is on, man. I get it. Football is all about what have you done for me lately. You know, that's the way college football is. It's like, what have you done for me lately? Yeah, man, it's all about the money. Everything, man. It's all about the money, the status. It's just winning, man. That's just what it is, man, in college football, man. But yeah, man, that is my little say-so on it. What say you? I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys have a good day. You know I'll be back at some point. Guys, I'll hit you up later. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. If you have any video ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care.